Hespori is a skilling boss for farming, which can be located in the west wing of the farming guild. In order to enter this wing, you'll need at least 65 farming, and then simply enter the cave. Hespori won't be here yet until you plant a Hespori seed and wait about 22 to 32 hours to grow, depending on when you plant it. You will know Hespori is ready to fight when the flower behind the cave is sprouted open, or if you have runelight, simply check farming timers in the special patches tab. Hespori seeds can be obtained randomly when checking the health of fully grown trees, bushes, or cacti, and from the last harvest of things such as herbs, hops, allotments, flowers, mushrooms, giant seaweed, or completing farming contracts. A popular method to stock up on them is farming giant seaweed from seaweed spores on Fossil Island, as they only take 40 minutes to grow and have a 1 in 15 chance at providing you a seed. Once you obtain the seed, plant it in the empty Hespori plot with a seed dibber and return once it's complete. Once it's ready, you can gear up at the farming guild bank and fight him. I would only recommend about 60 attack and similar HP and defense. You use a ranged weapon in the fight, but it's guaranteed to one-shot, so you don't really need a ranged level. He's weak to slash, so he can make use of a D-skim and DDS combo. Bring whatever melee gear you can afford, and one ranged weapon switch for a mechanic in the fight. If you have a blowpipe, bring that. Darts work as well, otherwise just bring a magic short bow with whatever arrows you want. Then you need an anti-poison of some kind, so I'm just going to bring an antidote. I'm bringing a super combat potion, but if you're an iron you can easily just bring a super set or just regular attack and strength potions. Then I'm just going to fill the rest of my inventory with a prayer pot, some food, a spade to clear the patch when the fight's done, and lastly, a seed dibber plus Hespori Seed to replant. What I have shown on the screen is a super simple setup, and you can downgrade or upgrade whatever item you need. Once you're geared up and ready to fight Hespori, enter the cave. The fight will start as soon as you attempt to harvest him. Before starting, you can take your super combat, antidote, and equip your ranged weapon. Since we're using high range defense armor, we're going to want to pray mage to lower the damage from Hespori's magic attacks. If you instead have armor high in magic defense but low in range defense, then pray ranged instead. Once you're praying correctly and potted up, you can begin the fight. Immediately upon beginning the fight, 4 flowers will spawn on each corner of Hespori. You can use your ranged weapon to kill each of these in one hit. When they're each dead, if you brought a spec weapon such as the DDS, pray piety and unload all your specs, or just de-skim it. Once Hespori goes below 66% health, another 4 flowers spawn in each corner. This happens one more time in the fight at 33% HP for a total of 3 times. If the fight goes beyond 50 seconds, Hespori will root you in place. Spam click to move to a new tile, and you're going to break free after about 5 attempts. If you don't break free within 6 seconds, you can take upwards of 40 damage. From this point onwards, if Hespori hasn't reached 33% HP, just melee it until you reach that, complete the flower phase once more by one-shotting them all with your ranged weapon, and then just melee the rest of the fight. I brewed down my attack and strength to 60 for the video, but my defense stayed at 99, so I didn't really take any damage. If you had about 60 defense, you only really need about 4 to 6 pieces of food anyway, and you won't need to bring an entire inventory like I did. Once Hespori is defeated, you can harvest him for a total of 12.6k farming XP. You will also get 2 drops, one being a roll on the anima seed table and a roll on the regular seed table. Each of the anima seeds can be planted in the farming guild at 76 farming, and they'll last about 3.5 days total. The table can drop 1 to 2 seeds in Addis seeds, which from the moment you plant it in an anima patch will increase the yield of your patches worldwide. Next is Isosaur seeds, which from the moment they are planted will decrease the chance of farming patches becoming diseased during growth by 80%. Lastly is Chronos seeds, which give all farming patches a chance to skip a growth stage on whatever you have in it. The only other unique here is a 1 in 35 chance at the bottomless compost bucket, which can drop instead of your regular seed roll. The bottomless compost bucket can hold a maximum of 10k uses of any single type of compost. You can also just buy this on the GE with a current price of 770k. The only other drop here that you can get is Tangle Root, but that's about a 1 in 5k chance. Well, that's going to be everything. I don't see a need to stretch the video out any longer than it needs to be since Hespori is so easy. If this video helped you at all, make sure to like and subscribe, and see ya!